What's up, everyone? James Lynch here for OddsChecker US, taking a look at Saturday's UFC Vegas 66 main event, which pits former middleweight title challenger Jared Cannonier against Sean Strickland, the last last fight of 2022 for the UFC, so a big one here. And as you can see on OddsChecker, most books having Sean Strickland as a slight favorite here, anywhere from -115 to -127. Interesting fight. Very, very, very close fight for a variety of reasons. Let's get into the tail of the tape here. 15-6 record for Cannonier, 25-4 record for Strickland. 38 years old compared to 31, so big age gap there. 5'11" to 6'1", so Strickland going to be a little bit taller, but it's actually Jared Cannonier with the reach advantage, 77.5 compared to 76. A little bit of a reach advantage there for the Killer Gorilla. Let's look at their last few fights. Cannonier coming off that loss to Israel Adesanya back at UFC 276 in July, in a fight that he didn't really get hurt in, but really couldn't do much either on Adesanya. Wasn't able to get in on the inside, wasn't able to do too much. The fight prior to that was a nice win over Derek Brunson in a fight that he started off a bit slow, but ended up finishing Brunson in the second round, and then a really good win over Calvin Gastelum by decision. And then the Robert Whittaker fight, he lost that one, but he hurt himself early and actually still managed to go the distance with Whittaker, which I thought was very impressive. And he's also one of the few people to knock out Jack Hermanson at 185. So Brunson, I think we can argue, has fought the better competition than Sean Strickland. But like I said, he's getting up there in age, so at some point he's going to slow down. Hasn't looked like that yet, but one thing to keep in mind, and I definitely think that Strickland has the power advantage in this fight. Cannonier has a power advantage, not Strickland. Strickland now, he was on a nice roll at middleweight, of course, moving up to middleweight in 2020. He went undefeated up until he fought Alex Pereira, who we now know is the middleweight champion. Of course, Sean Strickland decided to strike with Alex Pereira. That ended up being a really big mistake, as Pereira knocked him out in the very first round. It was his first loss at middleweight and his first knockout loss since like 2018. So Strickland looking to bounce back after that loss there to Alex Pereira. But that loss has actually aged quite well, considering what Pereira was able to do to former champion Israel Adesanya. Finished him there. Strickland's good everywhere. He's got a good pace. We saw that against Hermanson and in the Brendan Allen fight. He's also got some knockout power like we saw in the Brendan Allen fight. But this guy comes up with great game plans. He gets in your face. He's going to be really fast. I think the odds are exactly where they need to be. I think it is a very, very, very close fight. However, I give a slight edge to Cannonier for two reasons. Number one, I think he's fought the better opposition. I think, Strickland, some of these wins that he's had, Uriah Hall, Christoph Yako not in the UFC anymore. Uriah Hall recently retiring. Jack Hermanson doesn't look great. He just lost his last fight. So it's kind of tough to gauge how good Strickland is. Like, he's getting these wins, but what's the competition like? Now with Cannonier, Derek Brunson, that's a great win. Gastelum's headlining a UFC card in a few weeks here. He was able to finish Hermanson as opposed to going the distance there. And I just think in general, Cannonier has more power. Like I mentioned, I think he can land the better shots. I think there's still a possibility that Cannonier could knock out Sean Strickland. Remember, this is a 5-round fight. I think it's entirely possible for Cannonier to go out there and do that. I also could see Cannonier winning a decision just based off shots, just landing better on Strickland, because Strickland's going to want to stand and trade with him. I don't think he's going to wrestle him or take him to the ground. I think this is going to be a crowd-pleasing fight, and I think that could be in Jared Cannonier's favor here. So my pick's going to be Jared Cannonier. I'm going to go by a late knockout, maybe like a 4th-round knockout over Sean Strickland, because I do think he can possess that power and get it done. However, it wouldn't shock me at all to see Strickland win a decision. So what you could do if you want in this fight is take Cannonier by knockout. I don't think it's possible Cannonier wins a decision, but I think it's more likely he wins by knockout. With Strickland, I don't see a finish here. I think if Strickland wins, it'll be a decision. So if you want to get a little creative, you could go Strickland by decision, Cannonier by knockout, do your unit size and figure it out that way. But my official pick is Jared Cannonier, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on this line. If he ends up being plus money, I'm definitely going to take a stab here because I think it's worth it on Jared Cannonier. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who do you think wins Saturday's main event? How did they get it done? Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Lynch on Sports. Make sure you subscribe to the OddsChecker YouTube channel here on YouTube, and make sure you check out our other videos. I'm James Lynch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.